Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking to watch today's video. If you're new here, my name is Sandy, and on this channel we talk about pursuing a career in interior design, and I give you those home decor tips. Today's video is on the home decor side because we're talking about 3 interior design mistakes you are definitely making and how to fix them. The first mistake you're making is getting things of the wrong scale. The lighting that is too small, art that's too big or too small, furniture that's much too massive for your space. Scale is so important. When you get scale right, it makes the room just proportionally. When scale is right in a room, you most likely won't notice it. But when scale is off, you're definitely gonna notice it. For example, this lamp that's behind me, if I had a lamp that was too small, that maybe came down to like where my head is, it would likely look just off in the space to have this space up here really tiny. Or the mirror I have above here, if I were to swap it out with a smaller mirror, or if I put art here and I swapped it out with smaller art, it would just look off and puny in this space. You wanna make sure that any negative space that's left in your room is intentional. Or if your coffee table is really small and is further away, like you have to like completely reach to put something down, or you have to, you can't comfortably put your feet on it, it's probably too far away because it's too small and you need something a lot larger. I see this a lot with people who have sectionals. When you have sectionals, people always have a coffee table that's a little too small for their space and just doesn't have enough surface area. Second mistake is not getting additional lighting for your space. Oh my gosh, this one's a big one. Everyone does this, especially like bachelors. I feel like in my dating life, I don't meet a lot of guys who have like floor lamps or table lamps. Everyone's always just using like the overhead light. No, absolutely not. So I have a video on lighting where I talk about all the 3 different types of lighting. You should go check that out and probably pause this, go check that out and come back. But you need additional lighting to be layered in your space. Lighting can make you feel warm, it can make you feel cold, it can make a space feel dark, it can make a space feel bigger and brighter and open. Lighting is very important. And what I often find with overhead lighting, for example, in this room I have track lights, and if I were to turn them on, they're really harsh and they don't create a vibe, they create no ambience, they don't add anything to the space. They literally are just functional in terms of creating light for me to see. And that's what's called your ambient light, right? It's just general lighting that lights the space. So when you're at your desk, you might need a little lamp because that's task lighting. Or if you have artwork, you might want to have little sconces above them because that would be an accent light. Or for example, if you are at the movie theater, this is a great example of lighting. At the movie theater, there are lights to help light the steps so that you can see. They don't just turn on all the overhead lighting so that you can see and walk around, because it's a whole vibe. And when you're entering the movie theater, it's like you can see, but it's kind of loungy and vibey when you're walking through, and then it gets a little bit darker as you approach the actual movie, and then they keep on the little lights for the steps because that's a task light. You're going to be doing the task of going up and down the steps. It also kind of is an accent light as well. And then when the movie's over, to signify that things are done, they completely change the vibe of the space. It's not dark and dim anymore, and they turn on the lights and it's super bright, and that means get out of here, right? Lighting is important. Lights in your house say the same things to people. You just may not be noticing it. You're definitely going to want to add lamps. Add table lamps, add floor lamps, add lamps for your nightstand, especially in your bedroom. You don't want to have to get up and turn the fan light on and off all the time. You just want to be able to reach over. It's more convenient and just, flip a switch. Or if you have an entryway where there's not a switch immediately when you walk in the home and the switch is a little further down the hall, you might want to have a lamp there so that way you can have lighting immediately when you come home instead of having the inconvenience of walking further down the hall to flip the light on and be able to see and set down your keys, take off your shoes, that kind of thing. Lighting is so important. The third and final mistake you're definitely making in your home is not having enough surfaces to set down things. I see this all the time. You need surfaces. So everyone always gets a coffee table and they know they need like a dining table and a media console. Okay, those are your staples. Everyone always gets those. The size of your coffee table matters in terms of, is everyone actually able to reach the coffee table? And then if they're not, what other additional surfaces do you have for people to set down plates and drinks and their phone and any other kind of knickknacks? So for example, I see this a lot with people who have sectionals or chaise sofas. So I have a chaise sofa, and when I sit on this part of the sofa, I actually would have to lean forward to reach anything on the coffee table. There's a coffee table right in front of me here. And that's uncomfortable. I know that seems like it's not that big a deal, but it's just not it's not functional. And especially when you're by yourself, it probably doesn't feel like anything, but when you're entertaining and there's lots of people, you don't want people to have to go more than an arm's length. They shouldn't be leaning, just an arm's length to be able to get a surface. That's like a good rule of thumb. So for example, I have this table here that also lets me set down drinks, and behind my sofa I have console tables because our living room is a little deep, so I was able to put console tables behind here. Console tables are so underutilized. You should really think about getting some. They're just these little skinny tables that you can put in so many different places. I have a video about console tables in a couple different places that you can put them. I have styled these back here. If you guys are interested in how to style your console tables, let me know. I can make a video for you on that. But this console table behind here is a lifesaver. Oh my God, I put so many things back here and it's so convenient. Especially when you're on the back of your sofa, so when you have a deep sofa and you're just cuddled up, you don't want to like move out of your little cocoon or wherever you are at the spot. You found the right spot for you, and you shouldn't have to do more than this to get your drink or your phone or your snack at all. Add extra tables, side tables, drink tables, console tables. They even make the C tables, especially for chaises and sectionals, that can slide underneath the sofa, but also is a surface that comes forward. I will show you guys an example of that and put that up on the screen. But they make those things because they're functional, not just because they're cute. They are functional. People need them, especially in entertaining environments. And that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and I was able to help solve an issue for you. If you have any other questions about design mistakes, or if you want me to help you fix a particular problem, comment down below, hit me up on Instagram. I would be more than happy to offer my expertise. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you learned something today. Hit that ring emoji. Let me know down that you have put a ring on it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, at the end of my videos, I like to say, Beyonce says, if you like it, put a ring on it. I say, if you like it, subscribe. All right, if you like it, then you need to subscribe to it. Hit me with a subscription, and by this, I mean hit that button below so that we can be joined together in holy matrimony. Don't be playing the field. Do not be out here on these other channels. How dare you? How could you do that to me? Hit that subscription, comment a ring emoji, and get to watching some more videos. Bye.